And belief in an all-powerful creator is only one part of biblical faith. That's just a part of it. Only one part. Saving faith goes further. Has to go further. And establishing personal trust in the Creator as Savior. So, with that kind of faith, we can endure the evil that harasses us, knowing that we will be vindicated by God's moral law, which is an expression of His own character. We're going to be vindicated. God will shore up things, I assure you. God will bring things to their rightful fruition. And so, human refusal to acknowledge and worship the God who is self-evident, says here in Romans, He's a self-evident God, was what Paul was saying. And so human refusal to acknowledge and worship a self-evident God, the self-evident God, is at the root of much of what we call evil in the world today. Because mankind just refuses to worship God. And that kind of rebellion against God is rebellion against the truth. Listen, is that not where we truly are right now? In this nation, as well as around the world, people are in rebellion against truth. Listen, this left-wing nonsense that you can decide if you feel like a man, if you're a woman, you want to feel like you're a man, and so if you feel like you're a man, that makes you a man, and vice versa. If you're a man, you feel like a woman, that makes you a woman. That's hogwash. That again, that's asinine. It is absolute lunacy. But yet, and listen, you've got to defy science. You've got to defy true science, let alone the Word of God. You've got to defy all of that to believe that rubbish. You've got to defy all that. So it doesn't, and what they're saying, it doesn't matter what truth says. What truth is, this is how I feel. And this is what I want. And this is what I want to do. And this and that. And the other. And listen, that it doesn't matter. Truth does not change. Truth will not change. As we've said and harped on so many times before, truth is not going to change. And now more and more, people who speak up against that stuff, against that nonsense, I can't think of any, help me think of some more words. This nonsense is sheer nonsense, but people who speak up against it, we're the targets. We're the bad guys. We're the bigots. We don't love people because we just don't believe that they should act like that. That a man should think that he feel like he's a woman, so we should address him as a woman. And now they're offended now if you don't address them as a they or them, not a him or her, a they or them. And now they got this all kind of gender disputes. Now, did you know right now that they're trying to teach in some areas? So they're trying to teach kindergarten kids now. Kindergarten kids. They're trying to teach them there's 15 different genders. Now, first of all, a kindergarten kid, a kid that age, they aren't concerned about what, all they know is who they are and what they are, boy or girl, whatever. They aren't concerned with all these different types of gender, and they got names for all of them. And they're trying to, listen, how much more do you want to confuse kids than start with the kindergarten, teach them that mess? And listen, here's the thing I told Monty yesterday. I said, here's the thing about the left, the leftists, the liberals, Democrat, however you want to classify them, or whatever that category they fall under. Here's the problem. If they can't outright murder the babies in the mother's womb, then they'll try to get a hold of them and warp their senses. If they're allowed to live, they get them as early an age as possible, kindergarten, and try to warp their thinking. So we live in a nation that absolutely rebels against truth. They rebel against common sense. They rebel against science. They rebel against certainly the Word of God. They rebel. They're in active rebellion against the truth. And of course, I can't emphasize enough, refusal to accept the truth brings intellectual and moral darkness that leads to human wickedness.